Hey watch fans, Brad from Brent Miller Jewelers here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And today I have for us, let's start with the newly released 39 millimeter Tudor Pelagos. And a good buddy of mine let me borrow his Rolex Submariner 114060 model. And I thought it would be fun to just kind of take a look at both of these side by side. I'm not going to go over all of the similarities and differences, but really just wanted to kind of go over case dimensions and thought some folks may be interested in seeing what these two look like side by side. I'm going to turn this light to see if I can get some of that glare to go away. But really, I mean, I think very similar case dimension. Looking at it straight on, you can definitely see the thickness of the Submariner's lugs are much thicker than on this new Pelagos model. But real quick, I'll just go over. So you're looking at 11.8 millimeters thick versus 12.5. And you are getting some additional water resistance on your Submariner. So 300 meters versus 200 meters on your Tudor, which is probably going to explain or be responsible for some of that case thickness difference. 47 millimeters lug to lug on the Tudor, 48 millimeters lug to lug on this Submariner, and 21 millimeter lug width on your Tudor, 20 millimeter on your Submariner, and both of them tapering down to about 16 at the last link. I actually had exactly 16 at the last link on this, and then back out to 18 on the T-Fit clasp, compared to the last link on the Rolex was actually a little thinner than 16. I measured 15.4, and then the clasp 17.5. So just a half millimeter thinner clasp, half millimeter thinner last link. So a little bit more of a taper. However, if you're going from 21 to 18, I guess the taper itself is pretty similar. So I measured the Rolex at 41 millimeters, again, above the crown, so around the 2, directly across the 8, so diagonally across at 41. I know it's a 40 millimeter watch. When I measured it straight across the bezel from 3 to 9 on the bezel, 40.1, so 40 millimeter, whereas the Tudor, I measured it again from roughly the 2 to the 8 at 39.7, and then across the bezel itself, 39.8, and then across the bezel at 39.7, so a little bit smaller. Really, I just, again, wanted to show you these side by side. We'll do some bezel action. I will throw them on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. We'll do some lume. I did weigh them. The Tudor, the Pelagos, I weighed it at 110.4 on the grade 2 titanium case and bracelet. I don't know if my buddy had any links removed in this at all, so I can't comment on whether or not how many links are out of this bracelet. However, I did weigh it at 158.8, and it definitely feels heavier. Whether, again, that has the full complement of links. Looking at it, I'm guessing there's probably one link out of that, maybe more. So regardless, let's take a look at bezel. Listen to bezel action. Fantastic bezel action on this model. And I am a huge fan of the bezel action on Rolex dive watches. I think they may be best in business. Again, Tudor does a fantastic job, and I'm going to do a review on bezel action here too, so I'll make sure I get both of these in it. Let me show you how both of these look and wear on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. Obviously, both Absolutely fantastic watches. I do like the titanium. I do like the slightly smaller case profile, the slimmer lugs. I'm a huge fan of this new Tudor model. I just wanted to really just kind of let folks see those side by side. Let me charge them quick, hit the lights. Let me know what your thoughts are on these two watches. Do you like the new Tudor release? Obviously, lots of fans of the sub for good reason. Take a look at the lume. I do like that we get the lume bezel on the Tudor as well. As always, greatly appreciate you viewing. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll catch you in the next video.